That's it. We're going to start with a story all over social media this morning. Did Jamie Carragher belittle AFCON on Sunday? Effectively, it's to do with Jamie's comments on regarding Salah being the potential best player in the world, and I think he mentioned AFCON. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an ongoing issue, and I think there's one or two former players getting involved as well, and we're going to ask a man who lifted the AFCON trophy with Egypt back in 2006. It's a very good friend of the show, and it's a good morning once again to Mido. Good morning, Mido. How are you?
Yes, good morning. Good morning.
Thank you very, very much. We're very well, thanks, Mido, and thanks again for taking the time to join us this morning. The first question to you is this, my friend. Do you think the comments have been taken a little bit out of context, and do you think, or do you actually think AFCON is disrespected?
I really think that people don't understand how strong and how competitive the competition is. The African Cup of Nations is a historical tournament, and it means a lot to the African people, and you know. To get comments out I mean, to get comment like this, I really think it shows a little bit of disrespect to all of us as the Africans. Again, this is a historical tournament for us. In Egypt, by example, when Egypt is playing in the African Cup of Nations, there's no one in the street. Everyone following there is a lot of passion about football, about the African Cup of Nations. So I hope people understand that, and I hope people get that we have the right to have our own competitions, and that the quality of the tournament as well is not as bad as people think. It's really top quality. In Africa, we have top players, we have top coaches, and we have now what we were missing before. We know before in Africa we had maybe strong players, physical players, but doesn't have the tactical awareness. But now, with having more than maybe 2,000 African players or 3,000 African players playing in Europe and in the top 5 leagues as well, we have the players with the tactical awareness who can always give you a good game to watch.
Mido, do you think the comments were more a little bit of ignorance than disrespect in terms of not understanding the level, as you're talking about, in terms of how big this is?
Yes, big man. This is what I really think. I don't think people who came out with these comments really watched the African Cup of Nations. It's really we have some quality players, top teams, and players that sometimes even most of the African players they don't get any money for playing for the national team. It's they play it from their heart. They play for their country. So this should be more respected, I think, more than anything.
I think, Mido, in many ways, it's a little bit of ignorance from ourselves, and I don't mean just in this country, I possibly mean in Europe, and by that I would put to you, I don't think AFCON, the African nations, or indeed Copa America, the South American equivalent, I don't think the coverage is as great in our country, and I think that perhaps might be one of the reasons it's leading to a little bit of ignorance. I definitely think they're both major tournaments, and possibly like the World Cup, and possibly potentially like the European Championships. I think you can get some average games early on in the tournament, but when the cream rises to the top, I think, like most tournaments, it's real quality.
Yes, spot on. I think if the tournament is covered and in a better quality, with better coverage, with better pundits and all the respect, I think people will understand more about the quality of the tournament, and I think they should start doing that.
Mido, just I think it's taken away from the actual question that Jamie was posed, which is, Salah, will he be up for the Ballon d'Or? Again, a fellow countryman of yours. I just want to give you the floor to talk about Salah and why you think he should be Ballon d'Or winner.
Because he's better than any other player in the world right now.
Just that simple.
I mean, what can he do more? He's scoring goals for his club. He's showing a great leadership, and he's a great example for kids as well.
Yeah.
So I think it's a story that needs a good ending. And
Yes.
the best ending is naming Salah best player in the world, because he really deserved it. This boy, he came from a poor place. He came from a place that no one ever imagined here in Egypt, that someone will reach to the top and contain to the top and keep playing at the top for many years. This guy is doing a lot of charity work back in his country. He is loved by the people, and he deserves more respect, in my opinion.
Mido, just to back that up, 25 goals in 27 games. He's well clear in the assist too, with 16, which is 6 more than anyone else, and he's had 41 goal contributions in 27 games. The record's 47. He is absolutely flying, mate, which would back up your statistics, and I think we in the studio agree with you, mate. So thanks very much once again for joining us.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your time.
Look after
Have a good day. Have
You
a good
too.
day. Stay good. Bye.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.